All right, what is going on, you guys? It is your boy King Voss, and I'm back with another Chris Brown 11:11 reaction. Man, so far 11:11 has sounded like his best album. To me personally, I'm ranking this right under X. X, at first, Indigo, Royalty was my favorite 3 Chris Brown albums. X, Indigo, Royalty, and Fortune. To me, this has replaced Indigo. This album sounds better than Indigo. The arrangement, the sound, the vibe, the different feeling that you get from this project versus Breezy. A lot of you not gonna like this, but for me, I've been saying this since day one. Breezy sounds like a glorified mixtape that has album that it's a glorified mixtape that's dressed up like an album. It's trap vibes, you know. And I just knew based off what I heard that album was not gonna be successful. This 11:11 eclipsed Breezy. 11:11. If Chris Brown didn't drop Breezy, and somebody told me Breezy didn't exist, like, and 11:11 was right after Indigo, it would make so much sense. Because this sounds like Indigo Part 2. It's that vibe. It's that aura vibe. It's just so crazy. Breezy to me should have been a mixtape. It should have been like a Slime and B type of mixtape. It should not have been a studio album at all. And I know a lot of people who were saying, oh, Breezy says this and that. It wasn't a good album. It wasn't. But without further ado, if you guys are Team Breezy, make sure you guys comment down below. Turn on those post notifications. And what do you guys think about the album? What's your favorite songs on the album? Let's get into it.
It's only us, this who it's only been. Let me be your cure to all that loneliness. Peanut butter inside growing in. Really shy, but you the only one to notice it. Pause. You look good right now. 10 missed calls in my phone right now. I make you feel about the rest. It's a part of the game. But if you weren't important to me, you'd be out of the way. Just come closer, baby. Can you be my savior, my angel in the sky? 'Cause I see millions of girls, couldn't find one that has your eyes. Can you be my voice that I hear before I...
His vocal range on this album, like, I don't think in the Breezy era he got to really show off his vocal range, like in these deep, pure, simplistic but very, very personal R&B tracks that we have on 11:11. I think these songs are very pure-hearted. They're coming from a very good place in his heart. And Breezy just sounded like, hey, I'm drunk, I'm just talking shit. It's just like, wow. This is what I wanted Breezy to be, if that makes any sense. This album is perfect.
You know I value your opinion, not nobody else. You know you real bad. Them other bitches on the shelf. You asking about my past. I don't kiss and tell. If it's not only us, I'ma die trying. Giddy up, Billy drop, we can fucking solid. I'm trying to get to know you better. I'm trying to love you more than ever. Just come closer, baby. I'm sinking, can you see me? Be my savior, my angel in the sky. 'Cause I see millions of girls, couldn't find one that has your eyes. Can you be my voice that I hear before I sleep? Pray to Lord, my soul to keep, but you're always in me.
Wow. Wow, this is a beautiful song. It's not the best song on the album, excuse me. I think Angel Numbers, Messed Up, Closer, Moonlight, Midnight Freak. Those are my favorite songs on the album, but it's like Even if it's not, this album is so good, even if it's not your favorite song on the album, you still won't skip it because you want to feel the vibe. You want to get your money's worth of like everything that this album has to offer. Is what I'm trying to say. It's like you feel cheated if you skip. Like with Breezy, right? If I skipped, I feel like, whatever, to the next track. I feel like I just couldn't wait to get to my favorite song when I listened to Breezy. But I feel like with this specific project, you feel like you don't want to miss out on the greatness. And that's a vibe that I haven't felt since the X era. X was the last album that I could just listen to and just be like, I'm lost in the album. I forgot to skip. Because I usually skip a lot of albums. I'm not gonna lie. X and Fortune were the only two albums that I just, in Fame. X, Fame, and Fortune are the only three albums that I just don't really skip, you know? I do have favorite songs on one album and this album and that album, but I don't see any album in Chris Brown's fandom surpassing Fame ever. But I do think if anybody has a set of fucking ears, they will tell you that this album is his best album of this decade, and it's his best album of the 4 albums of the double album era, which started in 2017 with Heartbreak on the Full Moon, being his first double album ever. I would say, from what I'm hearing, I would say personally, this album has already replaced Heartbreak on the Full Moon and Indigo and Breezy for me. But I'll be fair. I would say Heartbreak on the Full Moon is still the best double album because look at the sales and look at all the awards that he won in that era. That era was iconic. So depending on how this album does, like awards wise, tour wise, I'm being technical with this shit. I want to see how it does with the tour sales, the awards that he win, if he gets a Grammy. If Chris Brown gets an award show performance, I'm going to put this album over Heartbreak on the Full Moon because Heartbreak on the Full Moon was the last era he performed at a live award show. I think it was the BET Awards. If he manages to get a Grammy performance or an American Music Award performance or MTV Award performance, this album will surpass. If he gets a Grammy, it's surpass Fame because this is going to be Comeback 2.0 era. Because to go 11 years without winning a Grammy, have to me, a glorified mixtape album last year, and to come back with some heat like this and win a fucking Grammy, he's the greatest of all time. And I think he can do that with this body of work. It's your boy King Voss. Tell me what you think down below. Subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace out.